do some generational things like this, you shouldn't be in a combative mode with the people that you actually have a lot to share in common. I said a lot about that last night. I'm not going to waste my time on it tonight because I believe I'm speaking and I'm talking to adults. I'm not talking to babies. So if I have to explain to adults that, listen, the enemy of your enemy should be your friend, it doesn't mean that you have to be their friend, okay? Or you have to drop what you believe for theirs. No. It's just that you have something in common, and at a point you all have to come together. All of us would have to come together. It doesn't matter what you believe in. We all have to come together and get rid of these criminals when we are done, when we are really, really done. So I said something this afternoon. I said, why I have to do that or say that please don't come onto my platform and think. When you see Obi on the screen, Obi has 6 to 7 million people that are allocated to him by the INEC of Nigeria. These are supposed to be the supposed fellow Nigerians that you would indeed have to convince that referendum is the way out. You know that. Everybody is throwing up what they believe in. My own is good, my own is better, and all of that stuff. Here you get. However, when everybody is done, okay, we are still going to have to talk to the revolution now. Those of you who won't do revolution, you will still have to talk to the Biafrans. You still have to talk to the Oduduwans, and you still have to talk to the Obidients. So those of you who want, what do you call it, referendum, self-rule, when the show is on for referendum, you will still have to go and convince Obidients, convince the revolution now, and maybe some Agbadomites too, and tell them that a self-determination or self-rule is the best. You still have to talk to them. Now, let's even take the Agbadomites out of it because we know where they will always be. You will still need all these guys. So why do you want to create an enmity just because you think you are? And we figured out that some of you actually don't really support anything meaningful. So if they shout Yoruba Nation, you will be seen there. When they shout Biafra, you will be seen there. When they say, oh, let us go for revolution, you will be seen there. But meanwhile, you actually stand for nothing. Because when you are standing with the revolution, you are ready to destroy the Biafrans, the IPOB, and the Yoruba Nation, attack them, rubbish the Obidients themselves. Or you claim to be obedient, and then you are so comfortable rubbishing the revolution guys, the Shore guys, rubbishing the Yoruba Nation, rubbishing the IPOB, and all of that stuff. So you guys need to put a stop to it. That's what I'm trying to do. Because all of them get one or two things you want to say about yourselves. So if you cannot be an adult to understand the fact that you are not doing anybody any favor, the APC, they are paying a fortune to keep you divided, and you are making it easier for them for free. They are paying a fortune to people to keep you divided, never to come together, never to agree together, because agreeing together could be a problem, and it will be a problem. And then you are doing it for free. Obi is a joke, Obi is this or that, and all of that. I mean, and then you wanted the Obidient to sit there and be like, it's true, Obi is a joke. You are right there in the temple of truth, right? The melting pot for everybody who has a stone to grind with the rotten establishment in Nigeria. So that's why I was so kind of like that yesterday. And this evening, right? Every time, I mean, we're going to have to like increase the monitoring. All my people where they hold spanner, do you know those guys you see on in the comment section, especially on YouTube with spanners, right? They will remove you if they burn your papa well. You understand? If they burn your papa well, when you see Obi on screen again, okay, start typing. All right? Because I think we actually have to like make you remember something. If you can't stand up for something, you will fall for anything. You are of no use to me. If you are the type, I actually feel comfortable planting that doubt in my platform. You plant that doubt. You plant that division. You plant that. I mean, you plant all of that nonsense in here just to make sure that people continue to tear themselves apart. If they burn you well, I'm going to put him back on the screen now. Okay? So now, write it. And I beg of you, please don't tempt me. Because I know some of you love to kind of act like you are a macho. I'm not trying to act like a macho to you. I'm trying to speak to adults here. And if I have to keep repeating myself and repeat myself, then maybe you shouldn't be here. Don't tempt me. Don't try and say because I know you. You will then kind of drop a sort of a idiot comment and say, I'm just speaking my mind. I swear, last time to my son here, because it's ridiculous that we have to say this to a lot of you to understand that you cannot be doing the job of tearing yourselves apart, tearing every one of yourselves apart for the easy control of the criminals that you all of us claim to want to get rid of. About BRA, drop that comment. Here is another part, okay? He went to a place called the Bayero. Is it Bayero University in Kano? I want to show you what happened inside.
So stay with me, man. Yeah. So Mr. Peter B is here today. I just wonder, what does that mean for you, and what's the Skyline University all about?
Well, it's a great pleasure receiving Mr. Peter Obi here in Skyline University. I have been following his career and, the 2 times governor and a lot of work he's doing in an industry which really makes me feel very much connected. I'm sure he's going to look into the part of education, and his presence here makes me feel confident that there are leaders who are thinking about education and bringing the youth forward.
Thank you. I'll talk to you some more. How you guys doing? Mr. Peter B is here. He was invited on the Kotsi call. What do you think about him? You know who Mr. Peter B is?
Yeah, I know Mr. Peter B. I'm really surprised to see him seriously, and it's a pleasure. It's a nice person. I know him. I mean, I think that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah,
It's nice, really.
Thank you. Okay, so here we go.
We have some robotics. Here students are robotics. The complete robotic training. Excellency, our executive director.
This is Mr. Peter who is having a tour around the Skyline University here in Kano. It's a university that they have about 60% population is women, and they're hoping to really change the status quo where the traditional culture of getting women married. But quite a lot is happening here, and is here to pay courtesy call.
I told you the updates have started. We are now.
What did you say?
I said the Almighty Peter is coming to our school.
Yeah, excited to see him.
Because when I came,
Dr. Zabo, good to see you.
we have coached the team also, able to put balance and how we can look at international stocking, support local companies, research, are given incentives with cash rewards, where we encourage them to publish these information. Then they start looking at outside Nigeria for research. They start understanding that the research culture is an important part of
Like I said again, Mr. Peter is here on a courtesy call to the Skyline University here in Canada.
So I got the name now. It is called the Skyline University, not the one when not a Bayero, BUK Bayero University of Kano. This one is like a private university, which they said is more about 60% women, like girls. So because it was created to fill in the gap, educational gap between the girl child and the rest, boy child. Anyway, Sha, I told you this, right? The reason why you have to keep putting them on their faces and everything there is this. For everybody that is standing up for something, right? You keep throwing everything on and on and on. And at the end of the day, all right, you have the army of people who are going to be tired of the entire system, Abby. So one thing will lead to one thing, and you all get to realize what I said, and what I am saying. We need ourselves. We need one another. We don't have to agree on what everyone is probably choosing for now. Okay, for those of us who have seen it enough, and we will never subject ourselves to all of that. Okay, fine. Some people needed to experience it too. I know it feels like delay and all of that, but let people begin to believe in something if they haven't ever taken anything as serious as that. Usually in Nigeria, when election is coming like that, they will use all means to hoodwink a lot of people to join them. Now, after the election, everybody will disperse and go away. And I am telling you, the day I discovered that there is more to disobedience. Yes, they may be calling themselves obedient to me, but there is more to them. There is more to still be discovered about them. There is more that they can actually do. I discovered this as far back as July 2022. Far back. And I remember coming back here and I said, I don't think a lot of you who are laughing at them will be laughing for long. I have studied something and I've seen something that if they maintain that, this is going to be like a bigger problem for Nigeria and the Nigerian ruiners. It almost exploded. So who told you that it won't still explode even a year after the whole charade? They are still very vibrant and still out there. And I'm advising a lot of you who have been in the trenches, pushing and educating and, yes, they may not be reacting the way you wanted people to react yet, but they are reacting. That is a reaction. That is something. Pay attention to it. Don't join those who are going to break it. If Tinubu has any power right now, he will do all that to make sure that disobedient everybody they are nowhere. You can't see them anymore because they seem to always be his nightmare. So why are you interested in helping Tinubu to break or demoralize them or sort of reduce them? Why? To whose advantage? So that's why I actually had to remind all of us, okay? So one of these days you will understand that we need ourselves. We don't need to agree. You get that now, but we can respect everyone's stance enough. If you think say are they overdo and are they checking no wahala, you will realize that now you go miss me, I no go miss you. So if I am saying it to you right now and say, listen, what we have, the time and energy and resources that we have invested on a platform like this, do not see it as a place where when people are planting their seed of discord, you are encouraging them. This one says something. This Obi is a fake, and then you join them and say, that's true, Jare, my brother. I don't know why all these people, the another one joined. Thank you, Jare. I don't even understand why all this. If you see any of them, Princess at the African Wahala, and I actually trust you. That's why I'm saying it to you, and I keep repeating it too. All right? Don't worry about them not subscribing to my channel or leaving, okay? I would rather be comfortable to know that it is those who want to be here that are actually subscribed and following my ego, okay? Do not, for any reason, tempt me, okay? So Princess and all that, right? There is another kind of a setting I'm going to put on. Once you remove anybody, right? They also will never see this channel anymore. Sometimes, what is the value of bigots? What is the advantage, or what is actually the value of those that has, somehow seeing themselves or what they believe in as being the most superior, and therefore other people's whatever is trash. Respect people's whatever they choose. If that's how much you can see it, okay? Respect it. And if you can't respect it, sometimes silence is golden. You can just keep it to yourself. Or if you tempt me and tell me this, there's nothing I'm going to do to you. Or if you tempt me with that one singular comment, it will be your last comment. And I mean it. So we have to, because this reason is because I believe that we are all adults, or a lot of us are. And if you can't see through what I am saying, that means I'm not doing it well to explain to you. And I shouldn't even be stressing it this much. All right? So I'll leave it at that. Let's take calls. Okay, I'm going to go get a fresh cup of tea, just a refill. And when I get back, right, I will take calls. And if you are still here with us, right, the number is on your screen. Use it, okay? You can call in and ask your own questions too, right? Don't go anywhere. I have a caller here. Right. Hello there.
All hell Biafra, all hell Oduduwa.
All hail Biafra. Bro, how are you doing tonight? Or this afternoon?
I'm good. It's evening now. It's around 6 p.m. over here.
Oh, yeah.
But doing fantastic. The weather's changing. It's getting much better.
Thanking God for that. And how's the family?
Yeah. Family is great. Family is great. Mom is recovering well.
Grand.
Wife is good. Yeah, so just very grateful. You know, how's yours? How's, you know, the young ones?
Well, they are all here. I can't really complain. Being grateful too. They're all doing fine. Thanks for asking, Baba.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Once again, another great show. My apologies for what I said earlier, you know, but I didn't listen to the last show yesterday, so people must have angered you a bit. Yeah,
I
my
wasn't really
apologies on
angry.
that.
I was just a little bit like, come
Yeah.
on, man. I think we need to understand that we need ourselves at some point, okay? And if we
Yes.
can't really see it now, then we are not really doing any real work, you know? And I really want people to understand this, right? That, you know, there are so many places a lot of you could be right now, or you choose to be here, okay? So if the purpose of us meeting and meeting here is not really being felt, it breaks hearts. I feel real bad. You know what I mean? So that's why I had to kind of go that route yesterday, and I did same tonight, just to remind us that there should be something for why we all gather here. There should be reflection of that in us, you know? But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, to be honest with you, you know, the Temple of Truth, what you're doing right now is something unheard of. To have everyone from all different sides of the contraption coming together, you know, exchanging ideas, conversating, you know.
It's just I'm not even really I'm not saying we should accept ourselves. No. I said let's respect all those things and call them boundaries, okay? Then look in between and say, what do we really have in common? We all want this current establishment to collapse, to be destroyed and gone.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, then let's see how we can go about that. Then that doesn't mean that I'm dropping my own Yoruba nation, or you are dropping your Biafra, or others are dropping their own distance. You get what I mean? Because at the end of the day,
I get you.
None of us loses our identity. Is that too hard to explain? I don't know.
No, you got to understand all the years of the hatred and the bigotry that they've taught us, even from our parents, from family members all over, to hate this tribe and hate that tribe.
Right.
It's hard. Suspicious. Even be suspicious of your own shadow. You know? So yeah, so it's a hard thing. And to be honest with you, your platform has actually done a great job of eradicating that little by little. If you understand, if you look at some of the guys that used to be in the chat room talking crazy, now they're all actually speaking another language now. It's like it's reversed.
You know, I'm not saying
it's working.
Respect means, you see, respect doesn't mean submission, okay? It just simply means, is that who you are? Oh, great, fine. I respect that. That's grand. All right. But this is who I am too. If you show me that similar respect, right? I mean, we can coexist. We can even plan together. Well, that's my belief anyway, you know?
No, Michael, it's working. It's working because you come in here every day. You know, some people get depressed. I get depressed sometimes when I miss your show or you're not online. You know what I mean? Because we want to hear something. You know what I mean? And it's very medicinal. Since Mazina Amdekano left, there was no one else to speak to but you and listen to you. So you have brought everybody up, and
I am communicating. You know, it's not always like a ritual that we say, oh yeah, what time is it? 8 o'clock. Let me just go and listen to my ego. And then we just sit there and do all that, but our actions, you know, this whole talk seems not to be reflecting. It breaks heart, Baba. It breaks heart. But I'm glad that
I know
you can see the changes in how people are interacting with themselves. It's just called respect. It doesn't change who you are.
Yeah, Michael, but you gotta look at it. 60 years of this nonsense or even more. It's hard to break habits, and for it to be changing in a short time, you're doing one hell of a job, you know. And everyone else that contributes is also helping, because it's not just Yoruba people contributing, Igbo people. You have everyone calling in, even the ones that get out of line, retreat their fuck up. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
So
like,
they get alive.
We should see it as a community in such a way that we'll continue to be proud of what we do here. And we'll continue to actually distinguish ourselves from similar platforms like this. And we could inspire more platforms to begin to actually reach along this line, and we'll begin to see the real, you know. And then the people that they say will never come together, they will be surprised to see us together and say, how did they agree? So, well, they've finally put aside all their differences. Now they want to face their fear. I want to see that happen before I die. Rough.
Mike, let me tell you something. I didn't even tell you this story. This happened last month. You know, I'm into IT. I do IT stuff. So I went to a site to work on some servers.
Okay.
I met a Yoruba guy. We're talking. It's like then the topic of the zoo came up.
Right.
We're all talking, and it was like almost like we're talking with the same voice. And he was like, "Wait a minute, you listen to Mahegu?" I was like, "Yeah, I listen to Mahegu." He's like, "You sound like you listen to Mahegu." I was like, "Yeah, I listen to Mahegu."
Really?
So I was like, "Yeah, you know the yes, I kid you not." I was like, "So you know the guy that always says, 'Oh hell Biafra, oh hell Oduduwa'?" He was like, "Yeah." He started going like it was like almost a reunion, like a lost.
How did that feel? Let me ask. For yourself.
It was refreshing. It's like a long lost brother. You know what I mean?
That's what I want to see. Because it is possible. You see, we can train our mind to not like people, and it's good. Okay, we can train our minds to actually like respect the people. Okay, it doesn't mean that whether you like or you don't, what have you. But when you see level of respect that you share, it makes you more comfortable. It makes you more like a trusting. And then, like, you know, but if we don't listen to ourselves, you don't want to hear me, I don't want to hear you. Okay? And we are holding on to what we believe in, right? Then at the end of the day, that simply means we will never head anywhere. So I want to change that. And I'm glad that a lot of you are helping me too. That's what I want to see.
It's working.
God bless you, man.
It's working, Michael. It's working. You find your pocket. I'm telling you, your God sent. You found your pocket. All I say is continue the good work, never deviate, and keep punishing them. The zoo is shaking right now because of you.
Need to.
All hail Biafra and hail Oduduwa.
Bless you, bro. All hail Biafra, all hail Oduduwa. You are a star. That's the bro. And one of the things we have achieved on this platform as well, which I have been so grateful for, is the fact that you see that Igbophobia, Yorubaphobia, and a few other phobias that have pitted people against one another. When you come on Mayegu's Diary Political, they are almost nearly non-existent, or people have been so good